So recently I was going through my computer and I found a file that said just YouTube on it, and I had no idea what it was about. So I clicked on it, and it turns out that I had put a bunch of videos that I had recorded like 2 years ago, back when I was really going through something because I had just gotten broken up with by my ex, and it just really, really screwed me up for a bit. But it's crazy because when I came upon it, everything that I saw in the video was giving me advice for where I'm at in the present moment. And I thought that was really crazy because, being at the age that I'm at, I'm 27, it's when you really start to establish yourself as a person and as a man. And it's crazy that all that advice that I was giving myself back then is relevant to me right now, and it really, really helped me. And I was so grateful to the universe, to present it to me like that again. And so I put it together in a little docu-film, I guess, a little docu-series, a little docu whatever. So one of the main things throughout my life that has really impacted me has definitely been psychedelics. And I'm now starting to realize, how powerful the use of psychedelics is, and how amazing it is in truly discovering yourself and going through and taking care of your issues and really growing spiritually. Because as you continue to ascend and you continue to transform yourself spiritually, your trials get harder and harder and harder, and it's only meant to fortify you and make you better. But it does get difficult, it gets hard, and it really tests you. God really tests you. So when I saw this video, it really brought me back, it grounded me back down, and it just reminded me of what's important. And what's important is helping people, and helping people with their own minds, and helping them find freedom and liberty from, the matrix. That's what I'm here to do, that's what we're here to do. So I'm really happy to share this mushroom trip. It was almost 2 years ago, which is crazy because it's like a completely different world now than it was back then. And it's just very interesting to look back at that. And I'm a completely different person. I have the long hair. I learned how to shave, right? I'm just completely different. I even sound different. But it's just really beautiful to look back and see how different I am now from then. And it really blows my mind because, I've never really changed. I've just been changing in a different way. I've been expanding and growing spiritually, and just really being met with challenges that are only ascending me to the point where I have a lot of responsibilities, and I have a lot of things that I need to take care of, and I have a lot of tasks that must be taken. And one of my main tasks that must be undertaken is, talking about my experiences and letting people know my perspective, because I've noticed that it's important, and I have a lot to share, and I enjoy doing it. So I hope you enjoy this mushroom trip. It was really fun. This place is one of my favorite places of all time, and I usually like to keep it secret. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it. So I just took the psilocybin mushrooms maybe 20 minutes ago, and I've decided that I'm just gonna start recording and talking about what I'm feeling and what I am experiencing. I'm out here by myself at Point Reyes National Seashore. I came out here because I don't know, I really love it out here, and I'm really doing some soul searching, some spiritual growth seeking, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep recording and talk about my experience and just see what I think about it when I come back to this later. So just to clarify on what I was saying earlier, the reason why I'm by myself, I'm sure if anyone ever sees this or if I've ever do anything with this, the reason why I'm by myself is because I did get recently broken up with, and I'm not doing this to seek pity for my ex or anything like that. It's just that I feel like we spend so much time looking for other people's validation and just looking for other people's opinions, and we take that on and we kind of forget who we are because we're immersed around other people like so consistently. And like I was telling my mom before I left, she was asking me why I'm going by myself. Why don't I take my brother? Why don't I take someone? Why aren't you going with anybody? And I was telling my mom, it's like, when you spend so much time with someone, you kind of forget who you are in the process. And that just goes with not even in just a relationship, an intimate relationship. It's like you take on all these traits and you take on all these personalities and you kind of just absorb it, and you just don't become the person that you are anymore. You kind of forget who you are. I mean, you're still there, of course. I mean, you're still there. A lot of people would agree with that no matter what happens, you're still going to be yourself. But the thing is that you lose parts of yourself. You forget who you really are, and the way that you find it is when you're by yourself. Just be by yourself, reflect, figure it out, have fun with yourself, just make yourself laugh, make yourself love yourself, figure out why you think you're so amazing, and everyone typically is, deep down inside, everyone is amazing. And that's all I have to say about that, because there's nothing wrong with being by yourself. And I feel like this society makes it seem like anytime you're by yourself, there's something wrong with you, and that's just terrible for everyone. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. I was by myself for a long time, and I love being by myself. It's one of the best ways for you to really center yourself, ground yourself, figure yourself out, and really know what you want to do with your life. And that's why I'm here right now, to try and figure myself out. From the first time that I started recording, it felt kind of weird. And I feel like now that I'm starting to do it more, I'm starting to realize why it's getting easier and easier. It's because I feel for so long I've had an issue of like writing down and journaling and doing all those kind of things where I get really reflective. And I feel like doing this kind of video where I just get to say whatever I want and whatever I feel at the moment, I feel like it's really therapeutic. And who knows, maybe someday I'll gather enough courage to put this on YouTube or something. I feel like me as a person, I've gone through some really tough times. I've gone through some major issues, like not only just, heartbreaks and breakups and stuff like that. I've been, I used to be married, I got divorced, and, there's a whole lot of things that, maybe I'll get to at some point, and explain and talk about openly. just with that said, it's like I just want to see if there's any possible way that I can help other people, you know, that are in those situations, so that they can, you know, just feel like if someone can relate. Because, you know, being at rock bottom, being at the very bottom abyss is probably one of the worst things that could happen to anybody. And, you know, everyone's problem is different. You know, no one's problem is bigger than anyone else's. We're all people, and we all perceive our problems to be monumental accordingly, you know. And the purpose of this for me right now is to be therapeutic, but if I do end up doing something with this someday, I just hope that it finds its way to as many people as possible, so that they won't stay in rock bottom, so that they can get out of the rut and realize that life is so beautiful. Like, living and being alive, breathing, feeling the breeze on your skin, on your face, you know, looking at the ocean. It's beautiful. And being alive is absolutely amazing. And, you know, if you're going through a heartbreak, which, you know, I am right now, it's like, sure, it hurts right now. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst feelings that any human being can ever feel, I would say. You know, especially when you had a good relationship with someone and everything just crumbles, you know. But what I will say is, you know, don't stop living because of someone else. You know, just don't do it, because your life is important, and the more time you spend just being dreary and not going anywhere, not working on yourself, not becoming a better person, like, you're just wasting your time. You know, that's what it is. You're just wasting your time. You should be growing as a person. You should continue to live life. Realize that life is beautiful, and that no matter what anybody does to you, that you yourself, you owe it to yourself to be the best self, to have the best life. Because if you don't have your best life and you're just basing your own self-value on other people, then you're never gonna be happy. You know, I'm happy. I'm such a happy person. Heartbroken, but I'm happy. You know, I have a great family. I have great friends. I have great coworkers. I'm comfortable. You know, I go to school. I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. It's just that you got to remember those things. You got to remember who you are and what you do and why you do it. Because otherwise you're just going to forget, and then you're going to base your value on what you think everyone else is basing your value on, and that's not fair to yourself. So yeah, I'm really starting to like doing this video thing. I think I might do it more. So, I just wanted to show this on video, because oh my god, this is absolutely spectacular. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen anything so beautiful on a coastline. Like, I don't know. This takes... That's just... absolutely fucking breathtaking. I can't believe it. I've never been here. I've never seen this. I mean, I've been to Point Reyes before, but like, I've never seen this. This is just, I can't even put words to it. You know, like, fucking gorgeous. Oh, it's really moments like this where it's just like, you know, this is the reason. That's what's so beautiful. So I'm definitely starting to, I'm definitely starting to feel the shrooms. It's pretty crazy. I'm just like looking at the camera right now. It's a really interesting feeling. It's not like a typical shroom trip. Like, I only had like one cap, probably like that big, and I had like a baby little cap like that big. And it's crazy because like the visuals right now are, it's crazy because, you know, my buddy that gave me these, he told me that when he took them that it gave him more of an LSD type of high. And I'll tell you what, it's starting to really turn out like that, and it's absolutely amazing. And you know, I am just having a absolutely fantastic time. I'm just here relaxing, talking to myself, you know, reflecting, looking at everything, really soaking it in. Like, just look at that. I cannot even describe how beautiful that fucking looks right now. Like, yeah, like that. So, you know, one of the things I'm starting to really notice is, you know, the visuals. I'm really just immersed right here, right now, in the present. And I can't begin to tell you how amazing that is. You know, I've just been like really stressed with work. I've been really stressed out in my personal life, you know, recent breakup, you know, it's just been a lot. It's just been a lot. Work is really breaking my back these days, and it's just getting more and more difficult to allow myself to be, you know, an employee. It's like I feel that my life is meant for something so much more than to serve as a customer service executive or representative or whatever, professional. You know, it's like if there's any type of customer service that I should be working on, it's on helping people grow, helping people find themselves, and helping people, you know, make it out of these negative downturns, these depressed states, these, you know, it just hurts me to see people that are in pain. And like throughout my entire life, it's like, even in my relationships, I've always found people that were hurt, you know, because everyone's hurt in some sort of way. And like I've always been trying to find these people that I can see so much potential in them, and I want to help them because I've been there. I've been to the bottomless pit of anxiety and depression, and you know, it's not fun. It's not an experience that I wish on anybody. So, you know, that's why I'm kind of starting to do this, because I want to help people. And the last time I did mushrooms and I did a shroom trip, the shrooms really brought some things to light for me personally, and it made me focus again on like what really matters in life. And, you know, it's easy to lose track because, you know, the way that the world is, it's tough. It's tough. And, you know, we forget, you know, what really matters, you know, our relationships with our family, our brothers, our sisters, our significant other. You know, we forget. And it's something that happens to everyone. And it's really unfortunate because that's just the way that society is. You kind of have no choice but to kind of forget yourself, forget others, and just be like business, get it done. And that's not what it is to be alive. It's not. It's really not. This is living. That's what it is to be alive. Because I'll tell you what, if I could share that view with everyone in the world, which I'm sure you know, there's thousands of views like this everywhere, you know, all around the world. But, you know, just to be able to take a moment and just look at it and just like really appreciate it, just see it, embrace it, immerse yourself in it like a painting. It's like, I wish I could paint this. I wish I brought my easel out here so I could fucking paint this, because this is just absolutely spectacular. And this is what life is. And, you know, like I said, this is what I needed. This is what a lot of people need, I feel like. You know, especially if you're having a hard time. Just go out and live a little. Breathe. It's gonna be okay. Go see something gorgeous like this, because life is short. So, I have decided that I am going to take more mushrooms. Yeah. I definitely feel like I could probably trip a little bit harder. This trip is going really great, but yeah, I feel like I really want to get into the nitty-gritty of it. So I'm gonna take more. Really, really cool. There's like just random deer just hanging out. Look. Hi, little deer. I want to pet it. Hi, look. Hi, guys. Oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hi. Hey, guys. I think that's really cool. Hi. Don't be scared. Ah, sorry. I feel that, like, one of the craziest things I feel like about me is that, like, I have an undying need for adventure. Like, I always need to be doing something. I mean, I don't know if everyone's like that, but I always need to do something and explore something new. And dear God, I cannot describe to you guys how fucking beautiful this is. Like, but like, it's just like moments like that. It's just so fucking amazing. Like, this planet, just being on it, being able to experience the beauty of this earth. Oh my God. It's breathtaking. It leaves you without words. And like, it's just stuff like that. Like, yeah, I just can't get enough of it. It's like, you know, I know our time is temporary in these bodies, you know, but like, you know, the soul lives on. You know, some of us are lucky enough to ascend, you know, and leave this planet and go on to bigger, better things. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing to just be able to be here and experience this, to have the time here, especially if you start using the time appropriately. Like, don't squander your time here. Don't squander your time in your body, because you don't want to use your whole life working for someone else and doing things you don't want to do, being with people you don't want to be with. Like, why would anybody do that? It's crazy, because like everyone does it. Everyone, absolutely everyone does it, but we just don't realize that we're wasting our time, because there's things like this. It's just absolutely, like, I don't even think this camera can even capture that. Like, just look at it. Just look at it. It's just like, oh, it's like, look at that. Like, you see where I am right now? Like, it's so fucking beautiful. It's just mind-blowing. Absolutely fucking. So anyways, as I was saying, oh no, this is kind of scary. So okay, hold on, okay, all right. Anyways, as I was saying, I'll be back. So I'm safe. All I really want to say is, go do something. Anything. I think probably one of the worst things that I did, or that I would do when I was really sad and depressed, is like, I would just go and hide away, and I would just be left to my thoughts, just constantly berating myself, like, oh my god, what I did, what I can't, all the mistakes I made. It's just like a constant replay in my mind, in any situation. And being by yourself at home, even surrounded with people, it's just like you're constantly trying to forget, and you're constantly trying to hide it. You're constantly trying to pretend it doesn't exist, and that is so terrible for you, because you get nowhere. You don't accept the pain. You don't let go of the pain. And that's probably one of the worst experiences, one of the worst actions that you could ever take for yourself, because you just gotta let it go. That's it. Because if you hang on to something, all that's gonna happen, it's gonna fester. It's gonna fester inside of you. It's just gonna continuously replay, because it's never gonna be let go. And you're just always gonna think about it, what you could have done, how you could have saved it, in any situation, no matter what it is. I've been through so much, and like, I've been through these cycles where I'm just like thinking about it, and I can't let it go. And that really sucks. It's one of the worst things you could ever do. And you just gotta really just face the problem. You gotta recognize where you went wrong, why you went wrong, and how you can fix it. That's really all you can do, because there are certain situations where you hurt others, you hurt yourself, people that are close to you, friends, significant others, random people that you meet, you know, like you could just be having a regular day and you're just an asshole. I had that. You know, there would be times where I'd be extremely stressed out and I would just be extremely mean for no reason. You know, not always outwardly, but like inside my head. You know, I'd be driving and I'd just be like, fuck you. Fuck that guy. What the fuck? Why are you cutting me off? Why are you going so slow? Why are you not stopping and going? You know, why does it take you so long to go? It's just like stuff like that. Just little things, and then it just keeps growing and festering, just continuously growing, and then you just become a bitter person, and fuck that. Fuck that. You know, one of the things I realized is that you gotta be happy. Just be happy. Be happy, be kind. This life is so short. And you gotta just be happy and experience. Because I wouldn't trade this. Anything. Fucking anything. You know, like to be able to go and do this and like truly experience it and be happy and feel it, you know? I wouldn't trade it for anything. Because that's what it is to be alive. And I love being alive. Love it. I'll do anything as long as it's safe. Because I don't want to die. Just absolutely spectacular. Oh my god. Like, I feel like I'm staring at a painting, but it's alive. It's like I'm tripping really hard on some acid looking at a painting right now. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. I can't take it in. You know, one of the major reasons why I came out here was because, you know, I didn't really know what I was coming out here for. I just knew that I was sad. I really miss someone. As you can tell, like you could hear it. You could hear it in my voice. You know, I really miss someone. And, you know, I kind of just decided that I want to keep living. And something drew me out here to just experience this right now. And, you know, sometimes it gets a little hard to talk about, you know, because I really love this person. I really did. And, you know, for anyone out there that's, you know, going through a heartbreak, a breakup, you know, I just want to say this. It's like, you know, we all have flaws. We all have problems with us. And, you know, it's on us to fix it. It's no one else's responsibility to fix it, you know, because we have issues. No one's gonna fix it. You know, you could go to a therapist, you can go to whatever, you know, they're gonna advise you, they'll guide you, they'll teach you, they'll give you the tools, and they'll show you the way. But no one is going to fix you other than you. And, you know, I just want to say this, you know, if someone loves you, if they really, really love you, I'm going to get all emotional. If they really love you, you know, even if they walk away from you, you know, you have to take that experience and realize that, you know, it's just for character growth. Take the mistakes that you made and become better. 'Cause, you know, no matter how much you love someone, sometimes you just mess up. You know, no matter what it is, you know, and no judgments, you know, whatever. we all mess up, whether it's in our communication, whether it's, the way that we act, you know. It's just, we all have problems. And it's not, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just getting really emotional. I guess what I'm trying to say is, fix yourself. Feel the pain, embrace it. Just really take an in-depth look at yourself and know who you are. Because, no matter what you did, no matter what you're going through, doesn't matter, I don't care. I've done some fucked up things in my life, and what I'll say is that the best thing that you could do ever is to forgive yourself. And you'll grow from that. And someone will grow to love you because of that. And some people, they don't want to exert more effort than is necessary because they have their own issues. Everyone's got issues. Everyone does. But if someone truly loves you, even if they walk away from you, they'll come back because they love you. And with my breakup, it's kind of like at first I kind of lost it. I didn't see it coming. I love her. I really, really love her. And I put a lot into it. But shit happens, and I got my issues from my past, and sometimes it seeps out of me no matter how strong I am. And sometimes it causes me to put it on some other people, and it comes out really mean and aggressive. But I forgive myself for that. And if someone really loves you, they'll forgive you. Because, to share something with someone, an experience, love, to really care for someone, it takes a lot. To share so much with someone, and when you really love someone, you show it, and they know. People know what genuine love is like, and fuck. I hate getting emotional, but it's so good. It's so good to let it out. All I want to say is love yourself, because people are going to come in and out of your life no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter how much money you make. People come in and out. People will share love with you. People will care for you, and then they'll be gone, because nothing's permanent. Nothing on this planet is permanent. And shit happens. People die. Relationships end. It is what it is. In my situation, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I lost it. But, probably the best thing that I did for myself was to just let it go. Just live. Like one of the best things that I started doing is doing this. Just recording videos and spilling my beans. Because I love who I am. And I love to live, and I love being, existing. And one of the things that I'm starting to realize that I love to do is to just share my experience with everyone else. Because, I told my exes a while back, we were at a music festival, and I told her, I feel extremely lonely. And I didn't mean anything against her or against anybody, it's just like, I just feel so lonely on this planet. And there's only very few people that I feel come close to me relating. I just feel so lonely. Like, if no one understands my perspective, or no one sees the world the way that I do, or no one connects with me, And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's how people typically feel. I just feel like I'm always searching for someone, for something that I can connect with. And if I do find someone that has potential, I try and bring them to my level of consciousness. Because, you know, like I read in the allegory of the cave, it's like, it's lonely out there. It's painful. It hurts to know the things that you know, to see the light, you know. Enlightenment is not fun. You know, it's an amazing experience and all. You learn things and you experience things that you never thought you would before, but it's lonely and it's exhausting, you know, to not have people, you know, because we're human. We need interaction. And I'm gonna pause for now because Ryan's calling me. So I'm back, and I'm pretty sure the last video was a little scattered, but you know, like, if I'm gonna do one main point, it's that love is everywhere. And the most important love that you could ever have is love for yourself and who you are. You know? Because love for another person is fucking amazing. But, you know, if you can love yourself, there's nothing that can beat that ever. Ever. Because you fall in love with yourself, and then you can fall in love with someone else, you know? And it makes me sad that I have to let someone go. But, you know, that's life. You know, people leave, and there's nothing you could do about it. Because the moment you think you have control, you realize you have control over nothing. You know, and just watching the ocean right now, it just makes me realize, you know, it just is. It just is. And we're just here experiencing our lives, living every day, you know, just being here on this planet. And the only person we control is right here, our consciousness. And what we choose to do with our consciousness is paramount. Because you don't want to be 60, 70 years old, 80 years old, and look back on your life and you're just going to ask yourself, what did I do? Who am I? Who are these people that I've associated myself with? You don't want that. You want to live a life. You want to know who you are. You want to look back and be like, the things that I have done, the people that I have helped, it was all worth it. And I have no regrets. All the people that I've loved, all the people that I've lost, you know, everyone has a purpose on this planet. No matter who it is, no matter how insignificant it seems like, everyone has a purpose. Whether it's in your life, their life, it doesn't matter. Every single interaction, every single relationship that you have, there is always a purpose. So don't neglect that. It hurts to let people go. I'm so devastated that I have to lose my girlfriend. Well, my ex. You know, I'm devastated. But I'm gonna be better. And I will find someone else. Or she'll come back to me. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna live right here, right now, in the present. And for the time being, I'm going to make myself the absolutely best person that I can be. Because that's all I can do. That's all I can do. So, my advice to you, just live. Just live. And be the best person you can be. Be kind. Love yourself. Love others. Be open. Experience this world and everything it has to offer. Because, dude, there is no way that I can look at this in a VR and be breath taken away the same. You know, I don't think so. There's no way. Get out. Go do something. Do something. Live. breathe some fresh air. I just want to show everything real quick, because that is, just look at that. Here, we'll go down real quick, just a little bit. Just look at that. It's fucking beautiful. This is just like the gift that never stops giving, because I really need to get a better camera, but this will do for now. It is amazing. So I just got done meditating for a little bit, and you know, there's just something about the ocean and its vastness, and there's just something about when the land meets the ocean. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years of just constant push, pull, pull. Just thousands of years. Like, we're so insignificant compared to it. It's just so beautiful. Just being in the present and like really experiencing it. I just love it. And, you know, finding the calm, the peace, especially when, you know, right now I'm by myself, it's just like, I feel so leveled, like so grounded. And, you know, I feel like I really needed that, because, you know, with everything that's been going on with work, my ex, just everything, it's a lot of human stress, you know. It's just been really taking a toll. Unfortunately, you know, it's just like really hard to know what to do. Like, no one knows what to do. I just been kind of doing my day-to-day, trying to be the best I can, you know, work my shit out and figure it out and be better. And, you know, in the back of my mind, I was like, I want my girl back. 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 But, you know, you just you just gotta let it go. You know, as my mom says, leave it in God's hands, you know. And, you know, I'm not very religious, but I'm very spiritual. And, you know, my mom's right. You know, the universe will give me what I deserve. It will award me and it will punish me. And that's just the way it works. That's how karma is. That's how life is. And, you know, I'm so grounded right now. And I'm so happy that I came and did this, because I needed it. I was starting to suffer from like a little bit of anxiety. You know, I'd get like some anxiety every once in a while. I'd get in some really sunken places. Consistently beating myself up, thinking of her. It's just like, you know, it is what it is. That's something I always say. It is what it is, and I get that from my dad, because he's right. There's nothing that you can do about it. Just be here right now in the moment, because I'll tell you what, like, I love being in the moment and being alive, especially right now, at any time. You know, it's just like, to me, the worst thing that could ever happen is just like not getting to experience this anymore. That would just be absolutely terrible. But yeah, just be happy, meditate a lot. I need to do it more and more and more, because, you know, I neglected it for a while, and it is beautiful. Your mind is a beautiful thing, and meditation only helps you get better. I just gotta say real quick,
that this is so much fun. I just, last night got into a really, 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 really deep sunken place. But, one thing that I realized is that it needed to come out. And I let it out. And I embraced it. I just let it all out. And it feels so amazing. Because now I feel free. It's an amazing feeling. And here I am, able to enjoy things like this. And it doesn't matter if I'm on my own, it really doesn't. Because this is my personal experience. And this is absolutely amazing. Just being here, experiencing all this, being immersed in the tranquility, it just brings so much peace. And one of the things that I've noticed is that people, they will continue to question why you're alone, why you're doing this, but then there's also people out there that appreciate it because I feel like they understand. But anyways, that's my note for that, for now. I'm just gonna sit here and meditate and enjoy this right now because just look at that. Just look at that. So absolutely spectacular. I love it. One more. I just want to make a quick note that, I just went on a run on the beach, and I gotta say, never ever neglect your physical fitness, because it feels so damn good to move your body. You do it right, it feels amazing. So just a quick note on that. Breathe, run, do something, get your body moving. Because when you stay stagnant, you slowly die. Don't do that to yourself. So I just wanted to make a quick little video about the idea of permanence. So I feel like the human mind and all of us tend to just make things out to be permanent. No matter if it's, a relationship, no matter if it's a job, no matter if it's a career, anything. We make it seem like if it's permanent. But the reality of the situation is that it's not. It's just our own mind making it seem like it is. So we become enslaved to that idea. And that slavery, that mental slavery, holds us and keeps us down. But just remember this. If you don't like something, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, a job, anything, you don't have to do it. You choose to do it. Some of us have to do it. But there are steps that you can take to make sure that you don't ever have to do it ever again. And that's one of the things that I've started to live by, is that, sure, I hate my job. I absolutely hate it. I hate going and doing that job because I feel like I am not living to my potential. But you know what? I accept the fact, and I'm just going to continue to live and take the steps to make sure that I never have to go back to that place ever again. And everyone can do it. It's just finding the strength within yourself and within your mind to beat those boundaries down You know, it's a huge brick wall. It's massive sometimes, and it seems impenetrable. But there's nothing that is permanent. There's nothing that can be an enormous obstacle to anybody. We are here on this planet to do whatever we want. We're given the ability to choose. And it's such a beautiful thing to have free will. You know, just step away from your situation. Step away from not having money. Step away from not having skills. Step away from not having someone. You can get all of that. You can get it. You can do something with yourself, you know? Go to school, go learn, go read, go do something, start a business, just figure it out. Go to the gym if you don't like yourself, you know, and you'll grow to love yourself. You'll grow to love the things that you're capable of. Go on a run, move your body, do something. It's just such a beautiful thing to make yourself better. You know, and by doing these videos, I feel like I am making myself better because I get to put stuff out there for myself and for others, you know, because I hate it. I hate seeing people that are in such a muck and such a nasty valley of just despair. It's not fair. I just don't think it's so fair to them because they're slaves. They're prisoners within their own mind, and everyone is capable of so much more. And you know, it's just about breaking those boundaries and realizing that, you know, nothing's permanent, no matter what you think it is. You know, nothing is permanent. And when you start to realize that and really truly understand that, I feel you feel so much more free because you're not chained. You're not a victim to your mind. Because it's a crazy thing, you know? You get stuck in your head, and you're always just in your head, no matter what anybody tells you, no matter what they say, it just never breaks through. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. But you know, just like on a final point, it's if you feel like you're trapped, you're not. You're really not. Clear your mind. Break the barriers. Take action. Because when you start taking action, you start realizing these behaviors that you put out without even knowing, you know, you do it, you know, almost subconsciously. You're just in a dready type state all the time. And I've been there, and I hate being there. Especially when, you know, I go to work and then, you know, I go to school, and just the constant grind of the world, it just really holds you down. And you forget, you know, you're not a slave. You're making choices every single day, and the choices that you make, they're your choices, and you have to live with it and accept it. And if you don't like what you're doing, then why are you doing it? You shouldn't be doing it. So I'll just leave with that. Live a little. I love doing this kind of stuff, and I'm really loving doing these videos. You know, I don't know who's watching. I don't know how many people. I don't care. It's just like, it's therapeutic. Just let it all out. Express yourself. It's fantastic.